Your Honor, at this time, the state calls Betsy Mebane to the stand.
Oh. Good afternoon. If you would please raise your right hand and face the clerk.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do.
Thank you, and please have a seat. If you can sit where you're close enough to that microphone, that will.
Thank
Okay.
you,
May
Your Honor.
proceed.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The judge told you if you can just stay close to the microphone, it'll keep your voice nice and loud, okay? Can you please tell us your full name and spell it for the court reporter?
Betsy Longwell Mebane. Last name is this is Mary, E as a boy, A-N-E.
Do you work for a living?
I do.
What do you do?
I'm a legal assistant at Turner Paget Law Firm in Augusta, Georgia.
Okay. How long have you been doing that for a living?
A million years? No, probably like, then everyone will know how old I am, like 50 years.
Okay. Quite some time.
Yes.
Okay. Has that always been what you did?
Except for a very short insurance stint.
Okay. Did you work for different companies though?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And are you married?
I am.
What's your husband's name?
Frank Mebane III.
And how long have you two been married?
47 years.
Okay. And in that time, did you and he have any children?
We did. We have 3 children.
And who are they?
Mindy and Frank the Fourth and Matthew.
Okay. Can you tell us in order who's the oldest to youngest?
Yes, Mindy's the oldest, and Frank the Fourth is the middle child, and Matthew's our surprise.
Okay. How old is Matthew?
He's 21.
And Frank the fourth?
40.
And how old was Mindy when she passed?
She was 40.
Okay. So that's about 3 years ago now, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is Frank the fourth married?
He is.
What's his wife's name?
Megan Beckmeyer Mebane.
Okay. And what about Mindy? Was she married?
She was.
Who was she married to?
Nicholas Kassotis.
And did he have any other name that he went by when you knew him?
He started using the last name Stark.
So he went by Nicholas Stark at some point as well?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see him in the courtroom here today?
I do.
Can you point out where he's at?
Over there.
If the record can reflect, Your Honor, she is pointed at the defendant.
It does.
When did you first meet Mr. Kassotis?
Let's see, they got married in 2016. That was probably maybe the end of 2014, maybe.
Okay. And do you know how they met?
Yes, I believe they met on an online dating service. I just remember Romeo something. I don't remember the full name.
Okay. And as a result, did they ultimately get married?
Yes, they did.
And I believe you just said that was in approximately 2016?
Yes.
When they got married in 2016, where was the wedding?
It was at Marvin Park outside. It was maybe 20 miles or so from Alexandria, Virginia, outside of D.C.
Okay. And do you know where they were living at the time?
Alexandria, Virginia.
So they were living in Virginia itself?
Yes.
Okay. And at that point, was Mindy working?
She was.
Do you know what she was doing for a living?
She worked at a law firm in D.C., and then she wanted to try the nonprofit route, so she went in and worked for several nonprofits, and I believe her last job was in the plastics industry,
Okay.
working for them, trying to help them be able to keep plastic bags in stores and stuff.
Okay. What kind of education did Mindy have?
She finished her high school, she had a college degree, and then she also had her master's, I think it was.
And in that time that she provided those different jobs you just described, was that all in the DC or Virginia, DC area?
She went to college in Savannah at Armstrong.
Okay.
And then when she moved to DC, that's when she got her further degree at Virginia Tech, I believe it was.
Okay. Is that where she met Mr. Kassotis up by Virginia?
Yes, when she was living there, yes.
Okay. Do you know what Mr. Kassotis was doing when they first met?
He was working as a JAG at the Pentagon.
And when you say a JAG, can you tell us, what did you think that meant?
He's a lawyer,
Okay.
working for the Pentagon in the Navy.
Okay. So you knew he was a member of the Navy as an office, as a judge advocate general. Is that what that means?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know exactly, or did you know exactly what his job description was? Like what type of law he did? Did you know?
I know he had something to do with foreign affairs. Well, I think he had something to do with foreign affairs.
Okay. If you know, did you know what his title or rank was?
I do not.
Okay. So when he was working at that time, you said he was working at the Pentagon. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that was with the Navy, you said, right?
Yes.
Do you know how long he had been with them? Only if you know.
I don't.
Okay. But he was there when him and Mindy met?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you said that they were married, and that was outside of, I think you said, Morven. Is that right?
It was a place called Morven Park out. It was a few miles from Alexandria.
Okay. Were you present for their wedding?
Yes.
And when was that, if you recall?
I believe it was October 2016.
Okay. And at that time, was it a big wedding?
No, I wouldn't say it was a big wedding. A decent sized wedding, but it also happened in concert with Hurricane Matthew, so there were a lot of people who couldn't come because of hurricanes.
Okay. As a result of that wedding, did you have an opportunity to meet some of Mr. Kassotis' family?
Yes.
And did you know them before then?
I believe we had met before the wedding.
Okay. Did Mindy's friends come to the wedding?
Yes, they did.
Did you know some of them from before the wedding?
Absolutely.
Did you stay in touch with any of them after the wedding?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that you knew Mindy's closest friends?
Yes.
For example, do you know Angela Wynn?
I do.
And who was she in reference to the wedding itself?
She was Mindy's matron of honor.
Okay. And were there bridesmaids at the wedding as well?
There were.
Did you know any of them?
Yes. At least one of her friends from high school days and
Okay.
several others.
Okay. And did you communicate with them, meaning her friends, ever as a result of your interaction with Mindy? And what I mean by that is because they were Mindy's friends, did you ever have communications with them too?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you stay in touch with some of those women now?
I do.
You indicated that there were people from Mr. Kassotis' family present. Do you recall who was there
Are you talking about at the wedding?
at the wedding?
His mother and father and his brother.
Okay. Do you see any of them here today?
Yes.
Can you please just point out where they are?
Over behind the defense table.
And who of them is present?
Nick's parents are here. I haven't seen his brother in a while, so I think that's his brother over there also.
Okay. And with respect to that, Do you know if Mr. Kassotis had been married before he married Mindy?
Yes, I believe he was.
Okay. Do you know how many times he had been married before he met Mindy?
Only one that I know about.
Okay. Did you know her name?
No, because I hate to say that. My daughter would just say she who will not be named.
Okay.
She never really, I didn't know her name.
Okay. But you just knew that he had
Yes.
previously been married?
Yes.
Okay. Did Mr. Kassotis and your daughter have children?
Did they have children? No.
During the course of the time that they were married, do you know if they tried to have children?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Well, we were told that Mindy was pregnant, so
Do you know if she had had any miscarriages during the course of their marriage?
I think she had one several years before she died, but
Okay. And so it was your understanding that while she was last alive, she was pregnant?
yes.
Did they give you an idea, and I say they, I mean, did your daughter specifically tell you when she was due?
She didn't specifically tell me. Mr. Kassotis told us
When did he tell you she was due?
January 8th.
January 8th of 2023.
3.
Did they tell you, well, did he tell you whether it was a boy or a girl?
I believe he said it was a girl.
Can you tell us, how was their marriage between 2016 and 2018? Were there any problems?
Objection calls for speculation.
If she knows.
Do you know, ma'am?
I thought they had a good marriage.
So there didn't seem to be any problems, was merely my question. My apologies if that was inartful. Did there come a time when something occurred to make you believe that there was a change in their marriage condition?
Yes, when they actually were sort of hiding out because we were told they feared for their lives.
Who told you that?
Mindy and Nick.
Okay. Did they give you any specifics about why they were fearful of their lives?
Yes, first we were told they'd been hacked. Then we were told another story about Nick was supposed to be working for Microsoft and he had taken on work for some smaller company underneath Microsoft, and he had solved some kind of an algorithm and they were giving him company stock, and I guess it was supposed to be, I don't know. That's all I know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Was that information conveyed to you by whom? Your daughter or Mr. Kassotis?
Probably my daughter.
Okay. And so she was telling you what the concerns were surrounding their danger?
Yes.
Okay. And when did this first start happening to you, your recollection?
I would say maybe late 2018 or early 2019 would be my best. That's sort of a best guess.
Okay. As a result of those problems, did they ever have to move?
Yes, they started moving from place to place, and we didn't always know where they were. So
When did they start moving, if you recall?
around that same late 2018, early 2019 time.
Do you know if they left Virginia?
Yes, they did.
Do you know what happened?
I mean, I don't know how long they were in Virginia, but they did leave Virginia.
And you indicated that they had been living in Virginia at some point when they were
Yes.
first married. Did you ever visit that home?
I did.
Do you know what happened to that home?
I don't.
Okay. And when they were in Virginia, you said they started moving. Do you know if they ultimately left Virginia?
Yes, they did.
Do you know where they went?
I believe North Carolina, and I know at some points they were in South Carolina. I'm not sure of anywhere else.
Okay. And how did you get information of where they were?
We communicated by signal. The Signal app.
Can you tell us what Signal app is to the best that you understood?
An app where you could communicate, but in short time afterwards, it would be erased and there would be no record of it.
Who asked you to start using Signal app?
Mindy and Nick.
Had you ever used that before?
No,
Were you familiar with it before they asked you to use it?
only from reading about it in a book.
Okay. And was that the means by which you started communicating with them?
Yes.
And was
Sometimes email, but mainly Signal.
Okay. And when you started using Signal app, was Mr. Kassotis still in the Navy at that time?
No.
Do you know how or what happened in terms of his departure from the Navy?
We were told that he wanted to go into some other field, and I believe he worked for maybe the Department of Veterans Affairs shortly and for a while. And
So was your understanding that was why he left?
yes,
Okay. And that was the job you thought that he took after he left the Navy?
yes,
Okay. Do you know what he did for the Department of Veteran Affairs?
no.
Did he ever tell you?
I don't. I mean, I know he's a lawyer, but I don't really know.
Okay.
So.
Did there come a time when Mindy and Mr. Kassotis wound up moving somewhere where you were present as well?
Yes.
Tell the jury how that came to be the situation.
Well, I know they came down one Christmas and spent Christmas in Hilton Head when we were living there. And
When you say we, who do you mean?
my husband and myself, my son, and my daughter-in-law,
Okay.
Frank the Fourth and Megan.
Okay, and so do you mean Frank the Fourth then and Megan?
And my husband, yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
and where was Matthew?
Oh, poor Matthew. I just totally forgot him.
Okay.
Yes, Matthew also, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, at some point did Matthew go to school?
Yes, he went to college after he graduated high school, so.
Okay, was that an away school or was he home?
Yes, no, he went to school in Douglas, Georgia, 2 years, and then to Milledgeville, 2 years.
Okay, so he had moved out of the house, Matthew, at that point? When he went to college?
Yes,
Okay. And when you were living with Frank the Fourth and Megan, where in the country were you living at that time?
Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Okay. And were Mr. Kassotis and your daughter with you at that point?
No, they did come, I believe it was February 2021.
Okay,
They
so-
called Frank the Fourth and asked him to come pick them up in Beaufort, and so he did, and he brought them back to the house to live.
Okay. So were you at the house with Frank the Fourth and Megan for a period of time before they moved in?
Yes,
Okay. And when they moved in, did they bring anyone with them?
their dog Rusty.
Okay. When they came to stay with Frank the Fourth and Megan, was Mr. Kassotis working?
He had his computer and he was doing computer work.
Okay. And describe for the jury what you saw him doing on a day-to-day basis.
He would get up in the morning and work all through the day on his computer and into the early morning hours.
Okay. Did you ever have an opportunity to look at what was on his computer monitor?
No, I did not.
Why not?
Well, for one reason, I wanted to be respectful, and I also thought it wasn't any of my business, but...
Did he ever advise you weren't permitted to look?
Objection to leading.
Withdrawn. I'll rephrase. At that point, you believed he was working for what company?
Something to do with Microsoft.
Okay. But you didn't know more than simply that?
No,
Okay.
I did not.
And when you observed him, you said he was working from the early morning hours until late at night. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Were you ever able to hear him having communications with anybody by WebEx?
No, I never did.
Did you ever have any opportunity to hear meetings by any other platform like Skype or anything like that?
No, I did not.
So all you saw was him working on the device?
Yes.
Okay. Was Mindy working at the time?
No, she was not.
Okay. Do you know why she was not working?
Well, one basic reason was she was scared to death to leave the house, so.
Tell us what you mean by that.
Well, there was supposed to be people after them. They supposedly had security, and so she was truly fearful for her life.
Did you believe that?
Yes.
And when you said that she was fearful for her life, did you ever see the security team that they referred to?
No, I did not.
Did you ever speak to anyone from a security team?
Only by email.
Okay. At some point there were email communications?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you believe that was the security team?
I did.
And tell us what the living arrangements were at Frank and Megan's house.
They had a 2-story house. The bedrooms were upstairs, and Frank and Megan had the master bedroom. And then when Mindy and Nick came to live there, I moved into the little kind of middle bedroom so they could have the bigger bedroom and lots of windows and stuff.
Okay. So all of you each had, meaning each couple, had your own bedroom?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did there come a time when there were any problems with the living arrangements with Frank and Megan?
I'm trying to think exactly when it was. Maybe like March or April of 2022, with the real estate market, they wanted to sell their house because there was such a good real estate market, and so that's when problems started to occur.
Okay. What were those problems?
Well, they asked Mindy and Nick to please have their security move them somewhere else so they could get the house ready to sell, and with they had Rusty, and so it was hard to put your house on the market with all of that going on.
Okay. And at that time, you believed that the security team was supposed to move Nick and Mindy?
Yes.
Okay. Did they move out?
They did, but my son finally, after weeks of going on, he finally went and filed an eviction,
So
hoping
Nick-
to force the security people to do something.
Okay. And the security people, were they providing any, if you know, was any money being paid to Frank and Megan for Mr. Kassotis and Mindy staying at Frank and Megan's house?
I don't really know.
Okay. But it was your understanding that the security team would have to move them?
Yes.
Okay. And ultimately, did Mr. Kassotis and your daughter leave the residence?
They did.
Do you know what the circumstances surrounding that were?
Yes. Frank IV filed the eviction, and it got down to where however many hours or days it is, we were down to the last couple of days, and I told Nick, Frank IV is dead serious about this. Y'all need to be gone when they were out of town for a few days because it was Memorial Day. So I said, when they get home, y'all need to be gone. And so I said, I can help. I can pay for a hotel for a few days if that'll help you. So we ended up loading up, and I took them to a hotel in Savannah.
Okay. And when you say I took them, were you alone at that time with the two of them and the dog?
Yes.
Where was your husband Frank and your son Matthew?
Matthew played ball in the Northwoods League for a team in Illinois, so Frank had taken him to Illinois to get him settled and stayed a few days, and so he wasn't there.
So neither of them were there with you at the time?
Correct.
Okay. And you said we all loaded up in the car. Whose car?
It was actually Matthew's old Altima.
Did Mindy or Mr. Kassotis have a vehicle at that point?
No, they did not.
Okay. And you drove to Savannah with them?
Yes.
And you said, I believe, that that was Memorial Day weekend, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Of 2022?
Yes.
Okay, and when you got here, did you wind up paying for that hotel, or did they?
No, I paid for more than a few days, a week, maybe a week or two, and then I finally said, you know, we just can't keep doing this, so,
The security team didn't pay for the hotel?
no.
And when you got to Savannah, you said you paid for about a week or two. Where did you move after that, if you did?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
You said you stayed in a hotel for about 2 weeks, right?
They did.
They did, okay?
They did, yes.
And that was them by themselves?
Yes.
My apologies.
No,
So
no problem.
where were you staying at that point?
I was still with Frank and Megan until they sold the house, and
I see. So you paid for Mr. Kassotis and your daughter to stay in that hotel, and you then stayed with Frank and Megan?
yes, like I had been before. Yes.
Okay. Did there come a time when they moved out of the hotel?
Yes. Mr. Kassotis said he had arranged a place in Savannah, so and asked us if we would like to come and stay with them. So we all of us did.
Okay.
For-
Okay. And when you went to stay with them, where did you go to stay?
It was a house on 65th Street
Okay.
in Savannah.
Do you know what kind of a property that was? Meaning, did they own it? Did they rent it? Did they?
It was rented or Airbnb, something like that.
Okay. And at that point, who was paying for the property?
Mr. Kassotis.
Okay. And was Mindy still not working at this point?
Yes.
Did Mindy leave the house at all?
No.
Did Mr. Kassotis leave the house?
Yes, he did.
How did he, withdrawn, when he left the house, was he on foot? Did he have a car? How did he go?
I don't remember exactly when it was. When we had been there a little bit, Nick got a car, but before that, Frank would take them wherever they wanted. My husband, Frank, would take them. If he needed to go to the store or wherever, he would take them.
And at this point, when Frank was driving them, did you have concerns about their safety? Meaning Frank and Mr. Kassotis, if they went to go do errands or things?
No, not really.
Why not?
I don't know. I just never really was fearful when they went out.
Did you work?
I did. I was working at a law firm in downtown Savannah.
Did you go to work every day?
I did.
Did you ever have conversations with Mr. Kassotis about your safety?
Once or twice.
Did he ever express concerns about your safety?
Only after one time when we were told that Nick's father and uncle had come to the house, and so that after that, they told me what kind of car it was. So I remembered if I was out walking by myself in downtown, I would look for that car or van or whatever it was.
Did he tell you what type of car?
He did, but I couldn't. I don't remember what it was.
Okay. But other than that, he never expressed concerns for your safety being out, going back and forth to work every day.
No.
Did you ever meet Mr. Kassotis' employers?
No.
Did you meet his coworkers?
Just his friend Cameron that was in the wedding.
Okay. Was that a coworker from what time period in his life?
I believe from when he was at the Pentagon.
Okay. Did you ever meet any of his coworkers from when he worked for Microsoft?
No.
Other than on the computer, did you ever meet anybody associated with those positions?
No.
And I say on the computer, I mean when he was using the computer.
Yes.
Did he continue to use the computer all day, every day at the place in Savannah?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Now, you said that you stayed in the house in Savannah. Can you describe for the jury what that house was like? What did it look like?
Well, when you came in, you came into the living room, and then there was like a small bathroom, then a small dining room, and then the kitchen, and then there was a pretty good sized like a den or a TV room, and then there were 2 bedrooms and a full bath in between the 2 bedrooms, but they were separated by the bath. So.
Okay. So there was a bedroom, a bathroom, and then a second bedroom?
Yes.
Were there doors between the bathroom to the bedrooms, or just in the hallway?
I'm not sure if there was a door that actually led back there or not. I'm not sure.
Okay. But you could get in there from the hallway?
Yes.
Okay. Is that the door you used?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you said there was a second bathroom as well, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have a, quote, designated bathroom that you and your husband used, or did you share? How did that work?
We all, well, there was only one there was a shower in the main bathroom, but we were all on different schedules, so we never had a problem with that. And then you could always go to the other bathroom if you needed to.
Okay. Now, when you stayed in the house, which of the bedrooms was yours, meaning you and Mr. Frank?
As you would come in, we were the one on the left.
Okay.
Theirs was the one on the right.
Okay. And where was Rusty at this point?
Either in the bedroom or sometimes he'd come. I mean, he would come out to the den and let us pet him and stuff.
Was he a shedder?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of a dog was Rusty?
I don't know what breed, but he was kind of large
Okay.
but very sweet.
Okay. Do you know what color he was?
Kind of a reddish brown.
Okay. And Rusty stayed at the house with you, though, while you were in
Yes,
Savannah?
he did.
Okay. Now, at this point, you had told us that there was a security team in place that you believed, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And at this point, did you have a good relationship with your daughter?
Yes.
Do you think you knew her pretty well?
Yes, I do.
Would you have considered her gullible?
No.
So when she told you she was afraid, did you believe her?
Absolutely.
Okay. And did her behavior seem to be consistent with that?
Yes, very much so.
Okay. Did you believe Mr. Kassotis when he advised you that they were in danger?
Yes.
Did he ever try to prevent you from going to work?
Only one day when he said there was something big happening, and he said he thought I should not go to work, and so I didn't. I said I had a problem that day and couldn't come to work, and so I didn't.
But other than that day, did he ever
No.
tell you to stay at home for your own safety?
No.
To your knowledge, and from your interaction being in the house, did you believe that your daughter was still happily married to Mr. Kassotis?
Yes, I did think so.
Okay. And at some point you indicated that they advised you, or he advised you that she was pregnant?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if having a baby was important to them? Did they ever talk about it with you?
I think it was, yes.
Okay. And even in the middle of all the security risk, they still wanted to have a child?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever go to the doctor with her?
No, I did not.
Do you know who her doctor was?
No.
Do you know what facility she was being seen at?
No.
Did Mr. Kassotis ever tell you any of that information? Meaning where?
About the doctors?
Yeah.
No.
Now I'm going to direct your attention to November of 2022. Were you still at the Savannah house?
Yes.
So you had moved in around, you said, I believe, Memorial Day, is that right?
Well, no, that's when we actually left Frank and Megan's house.
Okay.
It was sometime in June, and we were still there in November.
Okay. And when you talk about November, what were your plans for Thanksgiving?
Matthew and his baseball friend were going to earn extra money by working at Kenny B's in Hilton Head. They did a bunch, like 250 turkey packages, so they helped fry turkeys and put packages together and take them out to people's cars. So we all went to Hilton Head the Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, until Sunday afternoon.
When you say we all, who are you referring to specifically?
My husband, myself, Matthew, and his friend Bradley.
Okay. So Rusty, Mindy, and Mr. Kassotis did not join you?
No.
Do you know where they were when you left for Thanksgiving on that Wednesday, the day before?
At home, as far as I knew.
Okay. Do you know at that time when you left for Thanksgiving, how was Mindy feeling?
She'd been having some blood pressure problems, so sometimes she would lay down at night so that she could stay up until Nick would come to bed. So,
Okay. Why did you believe she had blood pressure problems?
I believe that's what I was told.
Okay. Do you remember who told you that?
No, I don't.
So would it have been one of them, meaning
Yes,
your daughter
yes.
or Mr. Kassotis? Okay. Were there any other people that ever told you about her medical conditions
No,
or her pregnancy?
no.
Just the two of them?
Yes.
Okay. Now you said that you left on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving of 2022. Would it be fair to say that that was November 23rd? If you know.
That would have been pretty close to the date.
Okay. So it was the last Wednesday.
There was definitely the day before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Whatever, it falls 3 or 4 days apart sometimes. But
Okay. Why did you come back on Sunday?
we had booked the condo so we could all enjoy it for a few days and enjoy being away. And it helped Matthew and Bradley
Okay.
have a place to stay after they worked hard all day.
Did you have to go back to work on that Monday?
Yes, I did.
And did you return to work that Monday?
Yes.
Okay. When you came back to Savannah, you said you went back to work, so let me not assume. Did you come back to Savannah after?
On the
Hilton?
Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Okay. And who came back to the house in Savannah?
Just Frank, my husband, and myself.
Okay. And when you left for Thanksgiving, was Mindy alive?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay. Do you recall when you last saw her before you left for Thanksgiving?
Not precisely.
Okay. Was it that day?
No. When I would leave for work in the morning, she was never up that early because she would stay up late with Mr. Kassotis. So.
Okay. Do you remember how long before? You said no, but is it a day before, a couple days before? You just don't recall.
Probably,
exactly.
maybe, I'm guessing the week before.
Okay. So the week before, meaning that Wednesday you left, sometime in that week, meaning until the preceding Wednesday. Okay. And at that point, when you left for Hilton Head, that was your understanding?
Yes.
When you returned from Hilton Head, did you see Mindy?
No.
Okay. Do you know where she went or was?
Well, we were told on Monday that that Nick had taken her to the hospital because they were going to do some testing and try to work on her blood pressure. And so we were happy that she was actually, maybe they could figure out what was wrong with, her blood pressure and get her feeling better.
Okay. Did he tell you what hospital he took her to?
It was supposed to be some type of military hospital on a base.
Okay. And did you go see her?
No, because we figured we probably wouldn't be allowed to because it was supposed to be on a base.
Okay. And who told you that it was on a military base?
Mr. Kassotis.
Okay. At that point, did he tell you who her doctor was?
No.
Did he give you any information specifically about what was going on at the military base or where it was?
No. We just knew they were doing testing. I didn't know where. I mean, we were in Savannah, so we thought it was probably the base close to Savannah. So.
Okay. Did a doctor ever come to the house to treat her while you were there?
I believe that Nick told us that a doctor came, but I never saw anyone.
Okay. Now you said Sunday you came back and Monday you went to work.
Yes, ma'am.
Was there anything else about that week that was important that you remember?
My husband Frank had a hip operation on that Wednesday, and he stayed overnight in the hospital and then came home Thursday around noon.
Do you remember the date that he went in that Wednesday?
November 30th.
Okay. And was that what hospital?
St. Joseph's Candler.
Okay. And when he went to St. Joseph's Candler, did he stay overnight?
He did.
Where did you stay?
I stayed in the hospital till about 9 or 10, and then I came back and stayed at the house.
And that's the house in Savannah?
Yes, with Mr. Kassotis.
Okay. Was Mr. Kassotis there at the time?
Yes.
How did Mr. Frank get back from the hospital?
I picked him up and brought him home, and Mr. Kassotis helped me. There were like 3 steps out in the front, and so he helped me get him up the steps after his operation and into the house, and told me to go back to work. He would handle it. He'd take care of him. So.
Okay. So he went in for the hip surgery, you said, on November 30th. What day did you pick him up?
December 1st.
And that would have been then the Thursday?
Yes.
Okay. So November 30th you went in, December 1st you came and picked him up. And do you recall what time you went to pick him up on December 1st?
I think he got out maybe around 11:30, maybe 11:30.
So it was still in the earlier part of the day?
Yes.
And when Mr. Kassotis offered to look after him, what did you do?
I went on to work since he said he would. He said, I will keep an eye on him. I'll help him. I'll do whatever he needs. You go on back to work. So I went on, to work.
How long did you stay at work that day?
I think I left around 5:30.
Okay. Where'd you go after you left work?
Straight back to the house.
Okay. And when you went back to the house, who did you find at the house?
Just my husband.
So he was alone in the house at that
Yes.
point? Did you know where Mr. Kassotis was?
No, not really.
Okay. Did he eventually come home?
He did. He came home shortly after I got back.
Can you tell the jury what happened when he got home?
Yes, I heard him come in the door, so I came bouncing out, and I was like, hey, how's Mindi doing? And he just started bawling, crying hysterically, and talking, and I really couldn't even understand much of what he said. So I said, please come out and sit in the living room, the den or whatever, and tell us what's wrong. And so that's when, all I could really understand was she's not coming home. So, and he meant Mindi.
Is that when he told you?
Yes.
And when he said she's not coming home, did you understand what he meant when he first said it?
No, not really. The way he was crying, I figured it was not good.
Okay.
So.
Did he eventually tell you she died?
Yes, and he did not know what He didn't know exactly what had happened. He said he'd been texting her all morning and she didn't answer, so he thought she was sleeping.
Okay. At that point, when he told you that she had died, did you have an opportunity?
Excuse me just a minute.
Take your time.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Do you need a minute?
Okay.
Was Mr. Frank with you when he told you?
Yes.
Okay. So it was the three of you in the room?
Yes.
Was there anyone else there?
Just Rusty.
Okay. And at that point, you said that he didn't have any idea how or why she died?
That's what he said. He said he was going the next day and they were going to talk to him and tell him what happened.
At that point, did he tell you what hospital?
No.
Did he tell you her doctor's name?
No.
Were you able to see her body?
No.
Did you ask why?
No. We talked about having a service or something after the first of the year, but with her being married to him, we thought that was his responsibility. We weren't going to say, hey, we want to take care of the body when she's married to him, so we
Okay.
thought he was going to handle it.
And did you believe that he would take care of that?
Yes.
Did he indicate to you whether or not there would be a funeral service of some sort?
When we talked about it, he said it would be after the first of the year. Maybe we'd have some type of memorial service. And we said, okay.
Did that ever happen?
No.
Did Mr. Kassotis ever tell you that she was mistakenly cremated?
No.
Did he ever have a death certificate for her?
Not that I saw.
Did he ever show you any medical paperwork concerning?
No.
So it was your understanding that at the time of her death she was at the hospital, correct?
Yes, and then when he went back to the hospital, he told us that she was in her room and she needed to go to the bathroom, so the nurses unhooked her from all of her equipment, and she went to the bathroom, and then the nurse got called away, and she went back and got into bed and had a stroke. And there was no one there. I mean, she wasn't hooked up, so that's supposedly what happened to her.
Did you ever see paperwork from him suing the hospital?
No.
To your knowledge, did he as an attorney then sue the hospital for leaving his wife unattended to die from a stroke?
Not that I know of.
He was a lawyer at that point, correct?
Yes.
With no documentation of any sort that he provided you?
No, no documentation.
Did you believe him at the time?
Yes, I did.
How does that make you feel in hindsight?
Stupid, naive, trusting.
Did you trust him?
Yes, we did.
Can you tell the jury what happened in the days after Mr. Kassotis told you that Mindi died?
On Monday following when we were told she died the Thursday before, he told us that arrangements had been made for us that they had rented us a condo in Hilton Head, and that he was going to, we were going to separate. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. We were going to, we all started packing, except Frank couldn't really do anything because he had had that hip operation. So Mr. Kassotis and I packed everything up in the house, and then on Tuesday, we went to Hilton Head, and he went along with us in his car with Rusty.
So on the Thursday, you get notified that your daughter has passed.
Yes.
And on the Monday, he tells you pack up, we're moving.
Yes.
And was it your understanding he was staying with you and Frank still?
No, he was going to go his own way.
And who was going to pay for your new place?
Security, Mr. Kassotis, I'm not sure.
Okay.
That really wasn't made clear, so.
But he advised you that someone would pay for it and you didn't have to.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me back up for just one moment. How many cars left Savannah?
2.
Which 2 vehicles?
Our car and Mr. Kassotis' car.
Which car were you in?
I was driving our car.
And that would be
Because-
Matthew's old car?
No, that was our car.
You had another car?
Yes.
Okay. So you were in the car driving to Hilton Head with whom?
My husband.
Okay. Where was Mr. Kassotis?
He had his own car, and we went together, caravanned or whatever.
Okay, but you never got in his car?
Only after we had finished packing to say goodbye to Rusty.
Okay, and where was that, in Savannah or somewhere else?
Hilton Head.
Okay, so when you got to Hilton Head, where was, you said he was in the vehicle, Rusty?
Yes.
Okay, and you said goodbye to Rusty at the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. Now, other than that, you didn't ride in the car to Hilton Head?
No, ma'am.
How far was the drive approximately from Savannah to up to Hilton Head? Do you recall?
Probably close to an hour.
Okay. And when you got to Hilton Head, can you describe what kind of a community or housing arrangements had been made for you and your husband?
Yes, we were staying at Hilton Head Beach and Tennis Club, which has gated security, and you have to have a pass to get in and out. To get in.
Okay. And you said there was a pass. Was it like a gate?
Yes.
Okay. Was there an attendant, or was it just a physical gate?
No, there's an attendant.
Okay. And did Mr. Kassotis come with you to that location?
Yes, he did.
When you got to that location, did you have an opportunity to say goodbye to him, or did he
Yes.
stay?
He helped us bring stuff, some stuff into the house, and then we all said goodbye.
When he left Hilton Head, did you expect to see him again?
Yes, we did.
Did you ever?
No.
Did you find out what happened to Mr. Kassotis after you were left at that location in Hilton Head, you and Mr. Frank?
In February, we were notified by his security team that he had been in a car accident and wasn't in very good shape, and we asked if we would be allowed to come and see him. And
Were you allowed to?
no.
Ultimately, was that communication over the phone, in person?
That was an email communication.
So you got an email notification from the security team that he had been in a terrible car accident?
Yes.
Was there any follow-up communication from the security team concerning his condition?
Yes, I believe it was several weeks later we were told that unfortunately he had died.
Was that also by email?
Yes, it was.
So the security team, did you know what agency or what that was related to?
Are you talking about who the email came from?
No, I mean
Or-
who the security team was specifically. Did he ever tell you, was that a government agency, a private agency?
No, we weren't told specifically.
Okay. And when you received those emails, did they come to your email?
Yes.
Did you preserve them and save them?
I did.
And at that point, did you believe that Mr. Kassotis had passed away and died?
I absolutely did.
Okay. Did you have communications with any of their friends and family concerning his death? Or was it with them? Sorry.
Well,
One sec, let me rephrase that.
yes, ma'am.
Did you speak to anybody that you knew about his passing?
We called Cameron and her husband and told them, his friend Cameron, that they were both in their wedding.
Okay. And you told Cameron that Mr. Kassotis had died in the car accident?
Yes.
Okay. Did you also convey that to Miss Wynn, Angela Wynn?
I believe so.
Okay. And during the course of that, did you believe he was dead at that point?
Yes. So we were already grieving for Mindy, and then we were grieving for him. So.
Did law enforcement ever come to talk to you about this case?
Yes. It was in early May, I believe it was. And it was sometime after lunch, and I was going to walk over to Starbucks to get a coffee, and my friend Toby called me and asked me where I was and said, "Get back here, the GBI's here to see you." So I walked straight back to the office, and Mr. Sands and his partner came in the conference room, and we started talking about Mindy.
Did you believe that Agent Sands was actually a member of the GBI?
Yes, then I did. Somebody had actually called us, and I don't know if it was Agent Sands, but I like Googled him and stuff. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't a scam or something.
Were you concerned, considering all of the information that you had heard over the last couple of years?
Yes.
Did you doubt that he might be with the GBI?
Not when he came to see me, but I did on the call, so.
Okay, so you got a call first and then they came to see you?
Yes.
Okay. Did you reach out to anybody when you first got the call to verify who Agent Sands was? When I mean by email, did you communicate with anybody concerning Agent Sands?
Not that I remember.
Okay. I'm going to show you some exhibits, if I may, Your Honor. Counsel, I'm referring to 1.87, 1.88, 1.89, and 1.90. May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
Take a moment and just read through those.
Pardon me.
Take your time.
All right.
Do you recall those emails?
I do.
And how do you recognize those emails?
They're all printed from my personal Gmail account.
Okay. And can you tell us how those emails came to be in the possession of the state in connection with this case? How did those get received?
I went back and looked for them and printed them and sent them to you.
Okay. You sent them to our office, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did you also send some of them to Agent Sands? If you recall.
I don't recall. I know he had me do some work on the email that we got about Mr. Kassotis passing away, but to see where it came from and that kind of stuff. But
Okay. And Do those emails have a quote to and from on them?
Yes.
And can you tell us from whom those emails are received?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I think my glasses are kind of fogging up and
It's okay.
yes, I'm sorry. So, they're all to my personal email and, it's like a company, Apis, they're from somebody at Apis Limited, and
Okay.
Apis Limited, which we assumed was, security, and then one a Proton email,
Okay.
security, I guess.
Okay. And did you know what Proton email was?
No,
Okay. And when you received those emails, are those a fair and accurate printout of what you
Yes.
sent? Okay. And
absolutely.
are they modified in any way other than those red stickers on them?
No, ma'am.
Your Honor, at this time, I would seek to introduce those emails. That would be,
No objection, Your Honor.
They are admitted without objection.
at this time, I'd like to publish them, if we can turn that on, thank you. Can you see that on the monitor in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. And in that subject line, it says no subject, is that correct?
Yes.
And on the top right, does it have an email?
Yes, it's my Gmail account.
Okay. And is the body of that email the email that you received?
Yes.
And does it have a date there
February the 22nd,
of 2023?
2023, sorry.
Okay. And that email, was that the one that you just indicated had the apislimited.com? Is that what you were referring to?
Yes, apislimited.com.
Okay. Did you actually know Jones M.J. personally?
No,
Had you ever met that person?
no,
Did you know who that was?
no.
And this email, what was this email in reference to?
They were responding to our request to see Nicholas when we said we wanted to see him, and we didn't care if he was in a coma. We would sit with him and hold his hand and talk to him.
Is that after you had been informed he was in the car accident?
Yes.
Okay. I'm now, that for the record is 1.87. I'm now turning to exhibit 1.88. Does that also reflect your email address on it?
Yes, it does.
And is there a subject line in this email?
Update.
And who was that from?
The security department, Apis Limited,
And what date was that?
February 26th.
And on that
2023.
date, what was the notification that you received?
They were sorry to inform us that Mr. Kassotis passed away.
So you got a death notification by email.
Yes.
Did you ever speak to anybody in person about his passing?
No.
Did anybody come to see you and talk to you?
No.
Did anybody call you?
No.
Did you talk to his parents?
No, I did not.
I'm now turning your attention to 189, where it, pointing to the top half of this email. Do you have a date on that email?
April 19, 2023.
And are you one of the recipients of this email under the CC?
Hold on just a second here, I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay. Did that go to somebody in addition to just you?
Yes. It was my husband, and I'm sorry. This isn't a real clear.
If I can, Your Honor, may I approach and provide the witness with the written copy?
Or no.
There you go.
Sorry about that. Yes.
Okay. Did you and your husband reach out to the security, what you believe to be the security team in connection with your housing?
Yes.
What was your concern?
We were just wondering what was going on because no one had told us much of anything, so.
So at this point, in April of 2023, would it be fair to say that you believe that Mr. Kassotis and your daughter had already passed?
Yes.
And his security team was still paying for your housing at that point, is that correct?
Through March, yes.
Okay. Did they ever respond to you and Mr. Mebane, your husband? And I'm pointing to the next portion of this exhibit.
Yes, April 20th.
Okay. And would it be fair to say they were attempting to make accommodations for you,
Yes.
even though he was gone
Yes.
and she was gone?
Yes.
I'm now pointing to the lower portion of the next email, starting at the top of I believe that is 1.90. Is that correct? The exhibit in your hand. It starts with telephone texts from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. Who did you reach out to on May 2nd of 2023?
And I obviously misspoke a little while ago and I said I didn't, but
Okay.
Yes, we did. We said, hey, we've been contacted by them. Like we said, we were still under the impression that they were both dead and security was, we didn't know. So yes, we said we've been contacted and.
Okay. And did you also at some point speak to your son, Frank IV, about all of this?
I'm sure I did.
Okay. Did you inquire and look up Agent Sands to verify him?
Yes, well, at least, yes, the Statesboro office, yes.
Okay. And ultimately, that's when you saw him in person at your office?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. On May 3rd of 2023, did you receive a response from new no-names at proton.me?
Yes.
What did they say?
All they really wanted to know was who was the family member that had a communication.
They wanted information from you.
Yes.
They didn't give you any information?
No.
I thank you. Did Mr. Kassotis explain to you ever over the phone any communications, what had happened after Mindy passed and before he was dead?
He called us one time in, I want to say, late January or early February.
What did he say?
We were just talking about different things. He had told us that he was going to meet his real mother, that, we were told that he was adopted or stolen or something. And so when we left him in December, he was going to meet his real mother.
Okay. Did you expect to see him after speaking to him that one time?
Yes, he said he would like to come to see one of Matthew's games.
Okay. Did that ever happen?
No.
When was the first time that you learned that Mr. Kassotis was not dead?
When Agent Sands visited me in my office in Savannah.
Was that surprising to you?
Yes, we were talking about Mr. Kassotis, and I said, you probably don't know, but he died several months ago, and he just kind of gave me a sad look and said, no, he's not dead. That's when I learned that he wasn't.
Now, when you sat down and you spoke with Agent Sands, did he ask you to provide him with a DNA sample?
He did, and I agreed.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that's just a Q-tip, basically, that
Yes.
swabs on the inside of your cheek?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you do that voluntarily?
I did.
And you provided that on the day he came to see you?
Yes.
Just so we're clear for the record, do you see Agent Sands here in the courtroom today?
Yes, he's sitting beside of you.
Okay, if the record can reflect, she's pointed to, or
It
she's
is.
indicated him. Prior to Agent Sands coming to see you, had you heard about the unidentified woman in Riceboro, Liberty County?
No.
Did you know that there was somebody out there?
No, I didn't.
And at that point, did you even have a reason to think that that might be Mindy, if you had known?
No.
Your Honor, I'd like to approach the witness with 1.85.
You may.
Do you recognize what's depicted in that photograph?
Yes, pictures of my daughter and then one picture of her with Mr. Kassotis.
Are those all fair pictures of actually her and him? You recognize them?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time I'd seek to introduce 1.85.
Any objection?
Okay.
It's admitted.
At this time I'd like to publish, Your Honor.
You may.
In all the time you knew Mr. Kassotis, did you ever know him to hunt?
No.
I have nothing further.
Mr. Weinstein?
Good afternoon, Ms. Mebane. My name is Doug Weinstein, and I'm representing Mr. Kassotis in this case. I'm going to endeavor to not keep you up here much longer.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Let's talk a little bit about your daughter, Mindy.
All right.
Okay. So, Mindy was quite accomplished, correct?
I believe so, yes.
And a very intelligent young woman.
Absolutely.
And you said that your relationship was very close, correct?
Yes.
And Mindy would have no reason to lie to you.
Not that I'm aware of.
And you said that Mindy was in genuine fear for her life, correct?
Yes.
They were moving all over the place, correct?
From what I was told, yes.
From what you were told by Mindy, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And Mindy had told you that she and Nick were in danger, correct?
Yes.
And as you said, you believed Mindy.
I did.
And you said Mindy is not a gullible woman,
No.
or was not, I'm sorry, a gullible woman. When Nick and Mindy got the place in Savannah on, I believe, 65th Street. 65th Street, correct?
Yes.
They invited you and your husband, Frank the third to move in with them, correct?
Yes.
And may I just ask, why did you move in with them?
Well, we loved them for one thing, and we either needed to get our own place, which we were happy doing, or then when they said, you know, they'd have room for us and they'd like us to, we said okay.
And you say that you loved them. Were you and your husband Frank close with Mindy and Nick?
I feel like we were, yes.
Regarding the claim that Mindy was pregnant, that was Mindy that had told you that, correct?
I'm not sure exactly who told us, but I know Nick talked to us about it also.
Nick also told you, but Mindy as well told you. They both had told you that she was
I believe
pregnant.
so, yes.
You say that you saw Mr. Kassotis doing computer work all the time, correct?
Yes.
Where would he, I know they moved in several places and you saw him working in several places. So for these questions, let's focus on 65th Street.
All right.
Where would Mr. Kassotis do his work on 65th Street?
He would sit on the couch in the living room just to the right of as you came in the door.
And when you say do his work, this was his work on his computer,
Yes,
correct?
computer work.
And as you said earlier, you never saw the work that he was doing on the screen.
No, I did not.
So you can't testify as to what was going on the screen while Nick was working, correct?
Correct.
You say that you had never met the security team that was protecting Nick and Mindy, correct?
That is correct.
But there were certain actions that you would perform at Nick's behest, correct? So, for example, I think you testified that one day Nick urged you to not go to work.
Yes.
Did he explain to you why you couldn't go to work?
He just said that there was something big going to happen or going to be in the news, and he thought it might be dangerous for me to go to work then.
Did it appear to you that he was concerned about your safety that day?
Yes.
When did the 4th that Mindy had passed?
I believe it was.
When you said that you don't believe that Nick Kassotis was a hunter. Do you have hunters in your family?
My son Matthew hunts some, but that's it.
What kind of hunting, as far as you know, does Matthew do?
I don't really know. I'd have to guess.
Well, I don't want you to guess at any of my questions, okay? So please don't. I know you testified about a couple of times that you and Mr. Kassotis were in contact following your move to Hilton Head when he left.
I believe one time.
And he reached out to you?
Yes.
Did he reach out to you over Signal?
I don't recall.
Is that the normal way he would communicate with you?
Yes.
And when you communicated with him, you would communicate to him via Signal as well?
Yes. Occasionally we did, we emailed, but it was mainly Signal.
Did you ever attempt to reach out to Mr. Kassotis after he had helped y'all move to Hilton Head?
No, I don't believe so.
I don't know if you recall this, but let me ask. Do you recall if Mindy had ever told you that she and Nick were planning on leaving the area?
Did Mindy tell me that?
Did Mindy tell you that?
I don't recall if it was Nick or Mindy. I don't recall.
But one of them had told you that they were planning on leaving the area
Yes.
prior to, yeah, I withdraw that. Did Mindy ever tell you that they were planning on changing their names due to security concerns?
Yes, they did. Hmm.
Did she, when you say they, was it, I want to try to be more specific. Do you know which one or both?
I believe it was both, and I think we were all sitting down at dinner one night because they told us they'd chosen the name Stark, and we all kind of laughed about it, you know, being in the Avengers. So,
Okay. Thank you very much. I have no more questions. I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Just very briefly. You've referenced signal several times. Is
Yes,
that a
ma'am.
voice or a text?
text.
So you didn't talk over the phone, you just texted back and forth?
Yes.
Okay. So every time that you've referenced the word signal, was that a physical text
A
message?
physical text message.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you spoke with Mr. Kassotis, you said the one time after Mindy had passed. Was that a voice message, like talking to him on the phone?
Yes, it was on the
Okay.
phone.
So that was the one time it was on the phone?
Yes.
Okay. Just to be clear, how did they move when they needed to move? Their things. How did they move their belongings?
They would just pack up and I'm trying to think if they had a vehicle, but yes, I think they had a truck maybe or something like that.
Were there baby items?
Only maybe if like I had given them something or.
Okay. I have nothing further.
Any further?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mayor. You can step in.